because I gotta get set up. You guys know the drill. I always have to get set up. Hey, Baragon or Jurassic Productions. I will be watching your new video after live. Hi, Nature Fan 101. Should be an interesting live today. Hey, carry me through. Hello. I have not. I don't have cable. So yeah. Ew. I hope you feel better. Hey, Demon Wing. Hey, Demon Wing 7882. How are you? I have what should be a really interesting live for today. I forgot to plug in my light. How can I forget such a thing? I am good. I'm good. Oh my goodness. Okay. The topic for today is what if animals fight back? And if you saw my video, yeah, that's a mistake. There should only be about 2 inches above my head. And I have a lot less room on my desk now. So I have to figure that out. But if you watched the video that is up on my channel, the zombie apocalypse, not today, I can't. As best I can do is what you see behind me. That's as much as I can do you for. What we are doing, what if animals fought back? Awesome, Lou Becker 8784. Awesome. We are going to have fun with this. It's a lot like the zombie apocalypse video that I did. This live is going to be really fun, hopefully educational. The alerts that are going to be coming up during this live are fake. They're not real and should not be taken seriously. However, while some things in this live are, of course, blown way out of proportions, the zombie apocalypse video, yeah, it's out. The venoms, the abilities of the animals to cause issues are not fake. I'm not saying that the animals are going to be I am not suggesting that animals are capable of, at least not all of them, are capable of doing what they're going to be doing in this video, but it should be interesting. So, we're going to get into it. Enough of me. Oh, way worse than Jaws. Way worse than Jaws. I don't like the movie Jaws because it's more about the predator than it is about basically animals getting revenge. And that is sort of what this video is about. It's about all of the bad things that humans have done are carried out on animals, and they're going to flip the game. So what happens if the food chain is flipped? Today, we are asking the ultimate what-if question. What happens when the animal kingdom finally decides to fight back? We aren't just talking about lions and tigers. We're talking about an all-out coordinated rebellion from the skies to the deep ocean. If animals treated us exactly how we treated them, would we even survive the first 24 hours? Let's see what the animals have in store for us. Do you love the ocean? Maybe not after today. Consider the box jellyfish. It can see and it can move independently of the current. The right bloom in the right place, and man, talk about painful. Of course you can tell me something. The largest box jellies have tentacles that can measure 10 feet long. It's possible for a person to get stung and to not even make it out of the water before they gotcha. You could be visiting Heaven's Gate within just minutes of being stung. A jellyfish bloom is a boom in jellyfish populations. And the right bloom in the right place could be disastrous. Jellyfish end up in fishing nets. They are known to clog pipes, intake pipes, or outtake pipes. So imagine reactors getting clogged up. You could have them on your favorite beaches. But imagine a carefully planned and deliberate attack by other things in the ocean. Demon Wing 7882, what do you need to say? Imagine going to the beach and that funny walk that we do to scare away stingrays. Imagine that not working. Imagine if they were not scared anymore. If they lined that very first area of the beach in the water. They would line beaches, and you could easily get harpooned on one of their barbs. Now, that barb is not only venomous, but it's also serrated. It's meant to go in, but not meant to come out. Oops, I forgot. And of course, if you have questions, please ask them. I've heard that, Demon Wing. I have heard that. It's not just stingrays that would be acting up, but there are also sharks. Now, if you've never seen a Florida beach photographed from the air, you probably would never go back into the oceans again, because trust me, there are always sharks in the water. The sharks have a mission, and that mission is to strike first before we can strike them. They could literally keep us from entering the water. Now consider that bull sharks enter fresh water, and we could really be in trouble. The strongest predator in the ocean is probably the sperm whale. Imagine every fish that can cause us problems, and they are all working as one. Stonefish, stargazers, saltwater catfish, barracuda. And let's add sea snakes into that list, as well as, if I didn't say it, the whales. Sea lions and seals. But it gets worse. What started on the water is now leaching its way onto land, and it starts with the birds. But first, we have this. Attention! This is an update to the previous... Wait, did I miss one? No, I didn't. Really small. At least power-wise. This is an update to the previous top 5 red alerts, or level 5 alerts. The maritime threat has escalated beyond initial projections. We are now initiating Protocol Code Neptune. New intelligence has confirmed the following active combat zones. The harbor entrances. Intelligence reports show humpback and sperm whales are no longer avoiding vessels. They are actively ramming hull structures and blocking major shipping lanes. Heavy transport is effectively paralyzed. The tidal line. Warning to all coastal residents, do not look for the threat. Stonefish have moved into the shallows in record numbers. They are indistinguishable from the seabed. One step is fatal. By Demon Wing, the infrastructure. We're also receiving reports of sea snakes infiltrating coastal drainage systems and cooling pipes. I don't think they would do that. These highly venomous units, okay, they would not be moving inland. They can't do that. But they could definitely be causing issues. The directive is clear. Abandon all maritime activity. If you're on a pier, retreat. If you're on a boat, do not enter the water for any reason. The ocean has been reclaimed. That part of it, yes. Not the entire script. But I will let you know when it's AI. How about that? I'll let you know when it's AI. Stay tuned. Reports are coming in that movement is spreading to the land. Okay, this is not AI. This next part. Other reports are coming in of large birds acting as bombers, dropping rocks and other items down on power lines, and even people. Crows and ravens are acting as scouts, and they're even breaking windows. Even pigeons and sparrows are getting into the act. We even have reports of cockatoo and African gray parrots being horrid. The Australian magpies are no longer waiting for their season to attack people. Attacks have been ongoing since before the oceans were off limits. We even have reports of songbirds luring people out of their homes with their enchanting songs. I understand we have another AI alert. Update. The threat is no longer restricted to the coastline. We are now declaring a skyfall alert. High-altitude predators and urban avian populations have begun coordinated strikes on communication towers and power grids. Aerial recon is no longer possible. Cover all glass surfaces. Secure all chimney flues and vents. And if you hear rhythmic tapping on your roof, do not investigate. The sky is no longer ours. This part is not AI. It is all me, wonderful me. With 60 spiders being within the average home, imagine what would happen if they decided to act out. Even if you are allergic to their bites, they could go on strike and not kill insects, except for when they had to eat. Then there are the spiders who are venomous. There are at least 10 spiders in every room, and it's believed that they are the eyes and ears of this attack. They could even be in your cars, your businesses, and every place else. Not to mention the insects. Imagine bald-faced hornets, Asian tiger hornets, and European hornets. All quite defensive, but what happens when that switch is flipped and instead of being defensive, they become offensive? That would be my living nightmare right there. They, along with paper wasp, bumblebees, and the biting bees, have all become offensive instead of defensive. Mosquitoes have picked up their game. In some places, you can't even step out the door without being in a literal swarm. Animals have flipped their ever-living minds. Almost all insects are acting as if someone has sent them on a mission because humans have been asking for it. Scorpions, ticks, assassin bugs, and even cockroaches have their mission. Cockroaches are the shock troops. They've been deployed to play with our minds, getting into our food and making it unfit to eat. This next part is AI. Protocol is now active across all continents. The rebellion has moved to the has now moved to the insects and spiders and arachnids, and we are losing the numbers game. The following sectors are compromised. Reports from the Midwest and agricultural hubs confirm a pollination strike. Butterflies, bees, and moths have abandoned all crops. Simultaneously, locust and grasshopper swarms are stripping fields to dirt in minutes. We estimate a 72-hour window before global food reserves are threatened. Ants and termites are no longer targeting wood. They are invading server farms and electrical substations. The heat from our technology is being used to incubate their larvae, causing massive short circuits. Warning, there is no safe distance. With 1.4 billion insects for every one human, the sheer biomass of this uprising is enough to overwhelm any physical barrier. Do not use chemical sprays. Reports show that the swarms are adapting to toxins in real time. Do not attempt to save your crops. Do not attempt to clear your wiring. If a swarm enters your vicinity, evacuate immediately. Stay tuned. The small have taken the world, and now the mighty are waking up. This is not AI. While it's scary to think about, this is but just a taste of what could be. Imagine elephants, rhinos, hippos, large predators acting under one command that all animals have been following. But now it's time to get back into reality. And this part of it, is AI. No, it's not. No, it's not. I'm sorry. Wait, yes, it is. Okay, guys, let's take a deep breath. Obviously, we can put the alerts away. In reality, we aren't about to see a coordinated reptile uprising or a jellyfish revolution. Most of these animals don't have the brain structure for a global rebellion, and they spend most of their lives just trying to survive the next 5 minutes. They aren't sitting around plotting our downfall over a tiny cup of coffee. But, and this is a big but, we have to admit we are incredibly vulnerable. Why? We should still be humble. Our dependencies. We have built a world that is a house of cards. We rely on bees for our food, insects as well, and a stable climate that doesn't push predators into our backyards. While they might not fight back with a plan, we are already seeing clashes. Hey, Dr. Harry Curran _1, how could the government counteract the event? I don't think we want to know. I think it would be bad for both sides, both the humans and the animals. Orcas sinking boats in and around the Mediterranean, bears moving into suburban neighborhoods because of habitat loss. It's not a war, it's a desperate reaction to a changing world. The takeaway, the reason this scenario is so scary is that it reminds us we aren't the owners of the planet. We're just the current tenants, and if we don't take care of the neighbors get a lot more dangerous. Humans are the minority, with 2.5 million ants and thousands of other insects for every one human. A coordinated small-scale rebellion would quickly prove to be bad. We don't just live near animals, they live in our systems. From jellyfish to spiders in our walls, the battlefield is already in our homes. Most of our dominance depends on a working electrical grid and the internet. Animals like crows, whales, and primates wouldn't need to fight us. They would just need to break our toys. That's a good question. Thank you, Dr. Harry. Thank you. We aren't just top of the food chain. We are a part of the web. If bees and birds were to go on strike, the human race would face a global food crisis faster than any army could solve. The moral mirror. The scariest part of this isn't the teeth or the venom. It's the idea of animals treating us exactly how we've treated them. Tonight's live is going to be things we do that we shouldn't do. If you thought today's hypothetical war was insane, you're going to want to clear your schedule for tonight. I don't know. I don't know if the pets would get caught up in that or not. That's a really good question. We'd have to do something, maybe. We're going from what if they fight back to the reason why they might want to. Tonight, we're diving into things we do that we shouldn't do. I'm talking about the bizarre, the dangerous, and the downright disrespectful ways we interact with plants and animals. Things that seem normal until you realize we're basically poking a sleeping giant. Why are we trying to domesticate things that were never meant to be pets? The selfie culture. People getting tossed by bison or bitten by sharks just because they want a photo. Bringing beautiful plants home that end up strangling entire forests, like kudzu. Feeding the wild, how kindness actually turns predators into pets that have to be put down. Don't miss it. Same channel tonight at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. We're looking at the mistakes we're making right now before it's too late. At the end of the day, guys, we don't need to fear a Planet of the Apes scenario, but we should probably start respecting the neighbors that we have a bit more, because look at all of them. Because while they might not be fighting back today, they are running. And it's true, they the world running, and I think we're not always enough to realize that. I don't know. I'm not breaking up here. I don't see any issues. I would say if it's breaking up, it might be on your end. Let me see. Nope, I have nothing showing up on my Chromebook either. Maybe a little bit on the graphics. Nature fan, I don't know if that's true or not. I can't answer that. So one of the things that Disney does for their mosquitoes is they do their best to eliminate places they can breed. They also make use of things like mosquito fish. They try to be proactive in keeping them contained. Um, they like it to be the water at the parks is moving one way or another. And so they do their best to contain it, which is nice. They spray garlic. Oh, they really do. And it's done in a way that people can't smell it. It's apparently effective at warding off mosquitoes. Who knew? Right. Carbon dioxide traps? I don't know. I know they use, because most mosquitoes like stagnant water. So they will have water constantly moving, fast draining. The garlic sprays, they also maintain um bats. Um they allow bats to roost. They have purple martins. And they also make use of dragonflies. So lots of different ways. If you can believe what is on the screen. But bats would make sense. That would be a really small wasp. I don't think that would work. I don't know of any. I don't know about using wasp to kill mosquitoes. They just seem too small. No. Yeah. Now, they do use wasps, but not for that purpose. Sorry, I had to respond to a message. How's everybody doing? Hello to everybody out there that can't say hi. Ew! I'm sorry. That's like, ugh. Jurassic, I'm sorry you're sick, dude. I hope you feel better soon. Ah. Um, I updated lives for the two channels that I do lives on. And for this channel, that means August. Yes, we are planned through August of this year. We're going to be doing urban wildlife and coexistence, Virginia possum and striped skunk, skunk ape and thunderbird as cryptids, also on August 4th. August 7th is going to be a zoo to do, as well as an exhibit focus, which is Expedition Peru Trek of the Andean Bear, and the Guyana exhibit in Paris. So we have 2 exhibit focuses that month, at least 2. For those of you that love history, we are going to be taking a look at early Homo species, as well as talking about dragonflies and sea scorpions. And then we'll be doing Ambulocetus and Basilosaurus. We'll be doing some teen things for ethnobotany. We'll be taking a look at daddy longlegs and spiders. And then we'll be doing grasshoppers and termites as food for our exotic foods. Oh, wait a minute. No, that's not going to work. I messed up. We'll just move this one down to September. So, a lot of stuff. We have a really interesting engagement activity that we're going to be doing on August 22nd. We're going to be doing, is it poisonous or edible? Is it poisonous or edible? We have a science experiment or two. Our hot topic for the month is going to be rise of zoonotic diseases. We'll be talking about 2 possible plants that you can find in your backyard. Another engagement activity where we do poisonous or venomous. We will be doing a subscriber-only membership perks and Q&A because I really want to finalize that. And that'll take us, basically, those are the highlights. I'm getting away from doing sort of the thing where I do double the events. I want to make it more fun for you guys. So I know, like, Jurassic Productions likes the my mind is gone. Likes when I go like into ancient life. So that's being included. You're probably gonna see that once a month instead of every other month. As well as things like today. I will try to use less AI. You're not totally going to get away from it, but I will try using less. But I'm a little bit nervous to do the early Homo species, but maybe I'll do okay with it. But it's science, so, and it's nature, so we're gonna do it and we're gonna talk about it. I use AI for my thumbnails. I'm not an artist. there's just too much in those periods. Like, there is so much going on with just the animals that live during those time periods and what's happening in the earth. Just so much. There's more than I could do even once a month. I try to rotate so that the animals that I'm covering are from the same period. So probably in Jurassic can correct me, but I think the dragonflies, I'm not sure when the sea scorpions started. Let's see. I'm focusing on one of them. The Paleozoic. This group would have first appeared during the late Cambrian. So I'm thinking, yeah, that's what I'm seeing too, Jurassic. I'm thinking dragonflies around the same time. Maybe a little bit before. But I try to take the animals from sort of the same period. I don't think we're doing that with the whales because Basilosaurus would have been before Amblo. Yeah. Ambulocetus would have been much later than, or much earlier than the Basilosaurus, right? Ambulocetus would have been before the other. But those will be popping up at least once a month. They may not be as scattered, and I may not always do, like, the evening session may not be the same as the other. We are still going to be doing Learn the Cares. Yes. Which is kind of crazy considering that Basilosaurus is a mammal and Ambulocetus is a whale. A whale with 4 legs. I got bored with where I was in ARK, And I picked one of the other places. I think it's the Lost Island. I'm sorry I went there. There's what looks like a T-Rex. Not too awfully far from where I started. So that's fun. But we're going to see how far I can go. Eventually, though, I'm going to have to go into there. For supplies. I'm so scared. It'd be one thing if I played with people, because then we could be doing different things. But I don't like playing with people. I never have. I like playing as an individual. If you don't know what Ark is sort of a survival game with creatures from all different ages in it. And it's crazy. And while it is about survival, there are bosses in it. So you start the game, you just aren't into it as much as you used to, Jurassic? Is that what I'm hearing? I haven't been playing because of the computer. You can. There's a new game out called, I don't remember the name of the game. But there's Jurassic Evolution or Jurassic Revolution that lets you build a zoo with dinosaurs and others. But there's also Prehistoric Kingdom is the one I want to get, but I don't think my computer is up to it. And it's amazing. I think, I could be wrong, but I think Prehistoric Kingdom is done by the same people that do Planet Zoo. Maybe not, but I think so. But it's amazing. That's what I thought. I'm actually going to play Planet. I'm actually going to play a little bit of Excuse me. Man, that's rude. I don't know if you guys heard that or not. If you did, I'm sorry. Bye, Carrie. I'm gonna play some Ark. It doesn't seem to like playing anything other than regular Ark. But that's okay. Although I did notice, I went to unalive something, and it took like 6 or 7 arrows to finally get it. Nice. Well, Jurassic, I hope you feel better. It stunk not having D-Man in today. Planet Zoo is so cool. I love it, but I need to get a new computer. I'm trying to, like, what is it called? Put out vibes out into the universe by overthinking and planning. Yeah, I miss them. Then again, I miss a lot of people. And it's hard to know what's going on. We all have lives outside of YouTube, so yep, it's a thing. Did Nature Fan, did you leave? Well, that was weird. Okay, you've just been quiet. That's okay. Guys, I'm only going to stay on for a little bit. Oh. A charity live stream. That's interesting. I've seen people do those, though. Well, guys, I think I'm going to go. Let me tell you about this morning. I go down to my brother's house to let the dogs out, right? The Cyrus decides to walk around the house. Thought he threw up. Luckily, he didn't. But he decided to pee on a garbage bag. And he had been outside. So don't ask me why he did it, but he did. Anyway, guys, I'm going to go. Have a good one. Stay safe. Stay curious. And maybe, just maybe, leave that spider in the corner alone. And I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye. Bye, everybody.